ICP has been bouncing up and down, looks like it's going to break out, then comes back down, starts to break out, comes back down. Well, it's now a good time to buy ICP. As you're looking at the chart here, over the last 1 year, we got to a high of around $19, and we're currently sitting at the time of recording at $11.30. So the answer to the question of should I buy now is, well, do you believe in the project? If you do, yes, you should absolutely buy now. This is still criminally undervalued with what everything ICP is going to do with AI, with DPIN, with the narratives moving forward. We're going to share some news on Bitfinity, where we're at, where the token burn rate is for ICP. And of course, we're going to take a look at some charts. So if you're a fan of ICP, like the video and subscribe to the channel. Now, again, I mentioned the bounce up and down, up and down. Now, there's one thing that we have talked about on this show all last week was this symmetrical triangle ICP has been in since we got to a low in July, getting from a low end of around $6.65 to the upper end around $10.80. And those moves have been constricting, hitting the top end and the low end of this triangle a few times. We knocked on the door once on November 10th and failed, came back down. $7.90 is where we caught some support, knocked on the door again, exited this triangle on a wick, came below, and we talked about this thing breaking out of this triangle, which it did over the last 2 days. You can see here, these candles that are hollowed out in blue represent massive amounts of liquidations. And of course, these were to the upside. Now we take a look at, well, what is ICP's price going to do? We take a look, we throw on our price action concepts. We did have a few bullish indicators on ICP's chart. Let me go ahead and hide the drawings here so you can see this chart a little clearer. We have a few things going. One, we had a change of character on the chart, signifying that we are now in a bullish momentum to the upside. We also saw price get into our premium zone of around $12.10, and price started to trend downwards. Now, in this big move, this daily candle yesterday or 2 days ago that saw a 22% move in the price of ICP, in turn, we created a large gap, which we did test on yesterday's wick down to around $10.75. If we fill this gap completely, you're looking at $9.48, which it can get there. And if it does, you should be loading up on this thing if you believe in the project long-term. Of course, it's not financial advice. You should also be looking to potentially enter into a long position. If you're looking for a platform here in the United States where you can trade VPN-free, KYC-free, there's a link in the description. You also get 15% bonus. So we know ICP, what it does. We know the tech. I'm not going to bore you with that. We're going to take more of a look at what's happening currently. We take a look here, this post from CW8900, ICP order blocks in the 1 hour chart. ICP is correcting after rising to $12, which it is. And the sell wall is very thick at around $13. As you can see here, the dark red around $13, which coincides with our premium zone, right? The lower end of our premium zone of around $13. And price has reacted exactly like a lot of people, including us, have thought it would. Once we break through this sell wall, there's really nothing stopping us until we get back to that $18 level. We did consolidate a little bit between around $11.60 and $13.96 until we ultimately spilled off to a cycle low of around $5.74. This is all the way back in July, but momentum is catching up to ICP. And again, we're looking to reclaim that $20 level. We take a look at the ICP total burned. This is a key metric. If you're looking for, hey, when is this thing going to pump? You want to see ICP's burn rate start to go up. This is what happened when Bob.Fund was launched. ICP tokens were being burnt, outpacing the inflation, the tokens that were being minted, and price skyrocketed to the wars at $20. Now, over the last 7 days, you can see we have been slowly ticking upwards. Haven't really seen that large spike. If I zoom out to the 1 year, this large spike that happened in early September, again, this was Bob.Fund, and ICP's price reacted accordingly. There is a big change I want to inform you of if you're part of the ICP community. And also, if you have any ICP staked, there is a new on-chain governance improvement. It is called periodic confirmation of the following. This is from the Medium here. Now, the main idea of periodic confirmation of following is that in order to get rewards, governance participants have to remain active voters and regularly confirm their following settings. Now, if you have ICP staked, I'm going to tell you exactly what you need to know, what you need to do, and what you don't need to do right now, actually. So neurons who set following once and then never interact with the NNS again get lower adjusted voting rewards. Now, going down in this Medium article, it explains exactly what you need to do. So what this means for ICP stakers. If you're an active governance participant who manually votes on NNS proposals, this change will not affect you at all. So don't do anything. Now, if you have neurons set up to follow other voting neurons, you will have to periodically confirm or change your following configuration. In order not to lose any voting power and rewards, you will have to do this at least once every half year. So it sounds like this change, which the community wanted, will help keep the community more active in voting and in governance, which ultimately is a great thing. We take a look at Bitfinity. This is the long-awaited launch of the Bitfinity network, is launching the Bitcoin L2 with $12 million backing from names like Polychain and Parify. This is happening earlier back in 2024. Now, Bitfinity network, if you're not familiar, is a new Bitcoin layer 2 solution, has launched with $12 million in funding to create an EVM-compatible decentralized finance functionality for Bitcoin, leveraging the internet computer tech stack. A news release shared with Cointelegraph said that the Bitcoin L2 will utilize Internet Computer's chain fusion technology to enable Bitcoin native assets to, quote, operate in an Ethereum compatible ecosystem. I want to draw a comparison to another blockchain, which is Cardano. Cardano news came out that they partnered with Bitcoin OS, and essentially Cardano will run transactions for Bitcoin on Cardano's native chain, and underneath the hood, the ADA token will be consumed for gas fees. We're going down that road with ICP via Bitfinity, and we saw what it did to Cardano's price. It rallied the price from 30 to 80 cents. The next leg up was from 80 cents to $1.15. I expect something similar to happen with ICP as more people catch on to the news of what Bitfinity is truly looking to do. One more thing I do want to share from this article from Cointelegraph. This is a quote from a spokesperson from Bitfinity. At Bitfinity, we're pioneering a sidechain infrastructure layer to boost scalability, unlock cross-chain functionality, and broaden Bitcoin's applications. Now, according to their mainnet roadmap, their post-mainnet roadmap, ecosystem partners are already diving into the following plans. 1, AI-powered network integrations. We know ICP was the first to showcase a fully ran AI smart contract on-chain, real Bitcoin staking via custodial solutions, ETH bridge and stablecoin integrations. This one is going to be massive. Biometric wallet via OIC, platform scalability upgrades, and meme staking and meme coin support. Meme coins, we saw what it did to Solana, taking it from around $100 to over $250, billions of dollars in fees in transactions. That will now, at some level, be coming to the internet computer. If you're a fan of ICP, I recommend you go out and purchase the first ever Crypto Almanac. Pre-orders are currently live. We have a full write-up on the internet computer. We gave it a grade. We gave it a ranking based on their decentralization, scalability, and 3 other key factors. And so go check it out. Buy your copy today. The link is in the description and pinned to the comment section. Thank you so much for watching. Come check out our live show Monday through Friday at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We'll see you in the next one.